let me tell y'all about this Canton vacation, I guess we'll call it, or Canton trip. To get to Canton, Ohio, I've never seen 4 stops on an Expedia website. 19 hours, 4 stops. I'm like, if I leave tonight, I don't get there till tomorrow night. Why would I stop 4 times to go anywhere? Hell with that. I'm flying into Cleveland too, nonstop, Friday night, 8 o'clock. But it is ridiculous.
How long
to
is
get
the
into
drive
Canton.
from Cleveland to Canton?
Like 40 minutes. It's nothing.
Oh, easy peasy.
Huh. Yeah.
And then Zach Gelb is going to join us today from CBS Sports Radio, the National Edition.
I do want to ask y'all, do I make a deal about it with Zach? Do I try to call him and tell him my ETAs and things? Because I don't know if he's really worried about me. Where I told y'all yesterday, I talked to Nat Moore and some different guys. There are 100+ people flying up, 100+ ex-teammates flying up.
You need
to
let
see
him know
Zach.
that you're there. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you go to a party and you have to post a couple pictures. Even if you're going to jet after 15 minutes, you make sure that everyone who needed to know you were there knows that you were there. So you can't just hope that Zach sees some sort of guest list or some sort of group picture. You've got to let him know that you're, on your way, that you're excited, that you're going. Even if you don't hear back, like, you need to let him know.
But this is the thing, because the induction's one thing. They have the gold jacket ceremony Friday night, which I'm going to miss. Then they have the enshrinement Saturday, which, on TV, that's the show everybody sees Saturday starting at noon. But then Zach has actually 2 parties that I've RSVP'd to. So he's going to see me at the party. What's that?
He's going to be at those parties?
Yeah, they're his parties. Like his wife talked to Asia, like we're going, as a couple, and Asia reached out to some of the wives. I sound terrible saying it, but I'm going to say it because y'all are my boys. I already anticipate that Zach is going to say my name during the speech. I believe that me and Zach are close enough that when he starts rattling off ex-teammates' names, I'm guaranteeing I'm on the list.
In what context do you think he's just going to do an alphabetical list of names?
Not alphabetical list, but I think he'll start out with the, hey, Trace Armstrong brought me in. I was, there with Marino and the older guys as a rookie. And then when I became a vet, guys like Channing Crowder and Keith Traylor and Kevin Carter and Bonnie Holiday.
Because he was in the linebacker room with you, because you're
just, I don't know if it's just me being too confident, but I think I was an integral piece. Integral.
I kind of want to take the.
I think I was a large part in Zach's career, moving from 05
forward.
Play
the don't. If this were a craps game, I kind of want to play the don't.
You don't play the don't pass line, huh?
I mean, isn't it? I mean, he's going to mention Jason Taylor, right? Or is there too much family drama?
I think he'll mention him.
So he'll mention Jason Taylor.
He'll mention JT. He's going to go cheap.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
Is Jimmy inducting him?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is some more information to let y'all know, and I'm just telling too much, but it is what I do. I was the 4th call when he knew he was inducted. He called me. I was the top 5 call that he reached out, and he told me, he was like, hey, bro, this is the 4th call I've made. And it made me feel special, which I think carries over into being in the speech.
My guess is he was reading off a script. He had his assistant, and so they would go, all right, now you're on with John Offerdahl. Hey, John. Yeah, well, you are the 4th call I've made, and you meant a lot to me as a Dolphins teammate. Because, he had some other teams in there, too. So like sometimes it's scribbled out, You meant a lot to my time in Dallas. You are.
Boy, you know how to kill if there's confidence.
Or is it possible that you were on a conference call of like 60 or 70 people and you were the 4th round of that conference call?
Aiken
we'll knock out 280 calls here. We'll put 70 on each time.
It might have been myself, Aiken Adele, Tim Bowens. It might have been some different guys on the call. Let's go. You know what? Let's bet. We're gambling, guys.
Okay.
Hawk, I bet you whatever amount I make the speech. My name makes the speech.
And it's a Channing, not, hey, that linebacker room of, Seau, Crowder, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's an actual Channing Crowder.
It's all my ex-teammates that mean a lot to me, and boom, boom, blam, 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 whatever goes. But my man Channing Crowder, because I've been the social media advocate for Zach to get in the Hall of Fame now for 10 years. I've been cussing people out. I've been
You
arguing.
don't know how to sign into your Twitter. Like, I mean, is that the social media advocate you want?
I just know that every time I went crazy during the Hall of Fame inductions, Zach would text me like, hey, because Zach really doesn't do social media. He doesn't care about none of that crap. He texts me like, hey, my brother-in-law hit me and said that you're going crazy again. I appreciate it, but just take it easy. And I'd be like, F them, Zach. And I'd, text him back. And so I believe I made an impact.
All right, let me think about this. I know he listens to this show. How much? $100,000?
$100,000.
Lots.
I'm confident. I'm confident in this one.
Well, maybe he knows. Maybe he's gotten a heads up.
He has the script already. He has the script.
I'm confident in this one, baby.
But he listens to the show. I'll give you $5,000, Zach, if you mention me. I'd also like to thank some of the radio hosts in and around the greater Miami area. Mark Hochman comes to mind. $5,000 to your favorite charity. I'll buy you a $5,000 Barnes & Noble gift card for the Barnes & Noble on Glades Road, double-decker.
You know what? Zach would want the check. He wouldn't want the charity contribution.
Charity. I'll give Zach, if you are listening, $5,000. That is not a joke. You mentioned my full name during your Hall of Fame speech. $5,000.
I'm gonna make it, Hawk. I'm gonna make it. I don't know about
I hope
you.
you do. It'd be great.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but you don't think I'm gonna make it? Let's put a little wager on it.
I don't know. I didn't think you were as tight as. I mean, that is quite an honor. You know what I mean? Like, you think of an Oscar speech, like it's, they mentioned the creme de la creme. If it's your only Oscar speech ever, which this is, it's not like you win this over and over. So
are you saying I'm not creme de la creme?
I'm still trying to figure out in what capacity. Like, he didn't learn anything from you. You obviously didn't learn that much from him.
I'm laughing so I don't cry. We're boys.
I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out.
Past work and past we're real homeboys. Like we talk, our kids play together. Like we're boys. Not. That's.
I gotta think about it. No, I gotta think about it. You make a compelling case for it.
I call him Big Bro. When people talk about Zach, I say, "Yeah, that's my big brother." When he talks about me, he says, "Yeah, that's my little brother. That's my man." Like I'm gonna make it. I got a authentic. What is it called? The real Zach Thomas jersey, not painted on. I'm talking about the knit in. I got the real Zach Thomas, not game worn, but a real jersey. I got my Dolphin hat. I actually have my outfit laying in my bedroom right now on a chair that I'm gonna wear Saturday. I had to lay it out so I know I look good because my big brother Zach is now a Hall of Famer, and I gotta look good.
Well, you're gonna look like like Big Papa Pump if he doesn't mention you, because if he doesn't mention you, you're just gonna look like a super fan.
I'm gonna do the Big Papa Pump, the little turn the wheel thing.
It's gonna be churn butter. It reminds me when I painted my face for a UM game. Only time in history I ever painted my face. I didn't even want to. I got taken hostage, and my face paint was at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, and then I'm walking. Fast forward, Hurricanes get blowed out. And I'm walking around Bourbon Street with a half-painted face, looking like a sad clown. That's how you're going to look if he doesn't mention you, and you're all decked out in Zach Thomas regalia.
If you see me leaving with no shirt on, I gave my jersey away.